Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Hence back with another video, and in today's video we are going to be going over the EU Team of the Season release, and then on top of that, at the end of the video, I'm going to open up my 85 plus guaranteed players pack, see if I can get anything better than an 85, I guess. If I do, then I'll be happy, but yeah, I decided not to do the icon choice pack because I think that Gretzky's a little bit overrated and I already have Lemieux, so I don't really need to do it. But yeah, let's go over the cards. I think that this release is actually pretty good. It's better than the other ones have been. And I think that the choice pack is actually, it's not worth it this week, I wouldn't say. But if you have the collectibles, I'm going to do a choice pack. I do already have the two highest rated cards from it, Josi and Nylander. But I am looking for cards like Draisaitl and Carlson, Kucherov, Pettersson. You know, these types of cards, I think that they'll be useful, but we'll see how it is, but let's go to the end here and let's talk about Henrik Tomernes. Okay, anyway, regardless, this card is actually pretty good. He's got gold truculence, 93 overall. He would make my lineup personally. He would replace 92 overall Shea Weber. He is a little bit short, but that is made up because he's got pretty good skating stats along with gold truculence, which make him a pretty good card on the back, and along with good hands, which makes him feel pretty responsive, good defensive stats, and yeah, he just looks like a pretty decent card overall, and I would definitely not be upset if I got him from the choice pack. But the main, well, we'll go through Martin Ruzicka first. He looks like a okay card at best. I don't think he's worth it for anybody to go after. If I got him in my choice pack, I would be upset. However, he probably plays okay in game. He's got pretty good deking, decent skating. He's a little bit small, but he's got 99 balance and 99 strength, along with silver unstoppable force, which means that he probably won't get knocked off the puck that easily. But with all the new players with 99 body checking and truculence and stuff, he probably won't be that good on the ice. But this guy is the guy that I'm chasing after. I think Mikko Rantanen and Leon Draisaitl are the two best cards from this release. Now, I do already have Nylander and I have Josi, so doing the choice pack may not be worth it, but it's more worth it for me to do it this week than any other week, and I already have the collectibles saved up. So, yeah, close quarters, unstoppable force, elite edges. You know, this card is just insane. 3 skating synergies. He is nuts. If you do get this card, you are very, very, very lucky. He's going to be one of the best cards in the game at 99 HUT, and even right now, he's still one of the best cards in the game, and I would highly recommend doing the choice pack if you would want to take a look at him. Matthew Phillips, I think, is in the... I don't think that that's European. I think David Pastrnak is, though. This card is interesting. I would slap Magician on him to get his agility up and put elite edges on him. He probably plays very, very well in game because he does have good strength. And he probably, you know, he definitely has a really good shot, and he probably is pretty fast on the ice. He's just, I don't really know if he makes that many people's teams. I love David Pastrnak in real life, so if I did pull him from the choice pack, I would be happy. But I will be doing the choice pack a little bit later on down the road, probably later on this week. Next up here, we got Sami Niku, former Habs prospect. I think they traded him, if I'm not mistaken, but he doesn't look too bad. Silver Stick him up is pretty good. He's got skating synergies to help out the team. He's the bottom pairing guy for sure, but he's got 98 body checking, 99 balance, 99 strength. He probably plays very well in game, I'm not going to lie. He probably plays very similar to the 96 overall Roman Josi, almost a little bit slower, but he does have silver stick him up, and that I can tell you right now that Roman Josi is unbelievable in game. I think it's because of the silver truculence, but regardless, he has silver shutdown, which kind of does the same thing on the rush. This card is looking very solid, actually. He won't get upgrades as fast as other cards, but if you do want to look to get a good card here, he is good if you pull him from the choice pack. I wouldn't be too upset. Patrick, I'm not even going to pretend to know how to pronounce that. Karlqvist, I don't know. My Swedish followers, you can tell me how to correct that. He looks pretty good. I can't lie about that. He is a right-handed winger only, but 6'1", you might say, oh, it's not very tall, but 216 is pretty heavy. He's got 99 strength and 99 balance. I would probably toss maybe distributor on instead of buzzing, just to get his deking up a little bit. I think distributor gives deking. Abilities, he's got unstoppable force, which is nice. Close quarters, if you really wanted to activate it. His shot's not the greatest, but everything else about this card is pretty solid, and if I had him on my fourth line, I wouldn't be too upset, but I obviously don't want to pull him from the choice set. Yasin Yassine Eliz, I think that's how you say it. He looks pretty good, actually. He's kind of shorter, but he does have 97 balance and 99 strength with silver truculence, which is pretty fun. Silver ensemble force, great shooting. Deking is actually admittedly pretty low, so I would probably put magician on him there to try to get that deking up so he feels a little bit more responsive. But he does look very good. His beauty backhand is criminally underrated, and if I did get this card for my fourth line, I wouldn't be too upset, although I wouldn't be happy with it either. Roman Cervenka, this is a staple to NHL. He's been in the game for a while. I'd probably toss Thief on him, and maybe wow, that's kind of sad that I didn't put Distributor on the other one to get his face-offs up. But at the end of the game, this guy will be a pretty good center. He looks pretty good right now, even with silver quick draw. If I got him, I wouldn't be too upset, just because I think he is a pretty solid center. He's a little bit small, but he's going to play like Claude Giroux in game, which is not a bad thing at all. He's got pretty good abilities too, so I would say that this card is, it's serviceable, I would say, in the game. It's definitely a serviceable card, but I don't know if I would, necessarily be happy. This one, on the other hand, I would certainly be happy with. Linus Ullmark is definitely a good card with gold butterfly effect and silver light work. And even Silver Sponge is a good ability. Great synergies too to help the team out. And his stats are just unbelievable. If you ever use a Linus Ullmark card in game, you know he's an unbelievable goalie. So I would say that this card is a W if you get it from the choice pack. He's end game. He's going to be one of the best goalies in the game. And yeah, he's going to be very good in game. So if I got Linus Ullmark, I would be not happy, I would say, but I wouldn't be too upset either because he's definitely a very solid card. Elias Pettersson, at 99 HUT, I think he'll be a lot better than he is right now once he gets his balance up a little bit. But with that being said, I do think that unstoppable force on him makes a big difference. If you're gonna play this guy in some of your top lines, maybe your first, second, or third line even, I would probably try to put unstoppable force on him just to make him that much more usable. And then I would probably toss Distributor on him or Heart and Soul to get his face-offs up if you wanted to play him center, because he is pretty fast without it already. So I think that this card would be a W card to get too. He usually doesn't play that great in game, but with unstoppable force, I'm interested to see how well he plays. Kucherov, always a pretty fun card to use in game. I would definitely be happy if I got him. Unstoppable force and gold wheels is pretty useful. Great shooting, great skating, perfect hands. Great strength for this stage of the game. His balance is a little bit low. He's going to remind me of, maybe a shorter version of Elias Pettersson, but still a very good card in game, and I would be happy if I got Kucherov. Same thing with Carlson. Same kind of idea for Carlson. He's going to be very good in game, no doubt about it. He's going to be like a Cale Makar that's a little bit taller, but without any defensive abilities, he's a little bit, kind of underwhelming, but it's still a very good card for an offensive defenseman, and I would not be upset if I got him. He's definitely better than Quinn Hughes is here. Yeni Hirokoski, she is short, but she does have gold truculence. I think that she would be fun to use in game. I don't think she would be a great card just because of her size. Her reach is not that long, I guess. But if I did pack her, I guess I would toss her in the team just to try her out. But I'm not sure if I would be too happy with her. But she's not a terrible card, and if you do get her from the choice pack, she might be worth it to take a look at. Leon Draisaitl is unbelievable. At 99 HUT, he will be one of the best cards in the game. He always is. He plays way better than his stats. You can even toss away his skating synergies if you really wanted to and get his faceoffs up all the way to 98. And he's a very serviceable center. Even with 91 skating only, he's going to feel very good in game. I do highly recommend chasing after this Leon Draisaitl card because he will play great in game. Second last year, we got Roman Josi. Now, I have used this card for myself because I had his Team of the Year, and this card is just absolutely outstanding. If you haven't tried him yet, I would go with, instead of Workhorse, I would toss Spark on him to get him to 98 body checking, and this guy just wrecks everybody on the ice. Stick him up makes him so annoying to play against. This card is absolutely unbelievable, and if you didn't get his Team of the Year, you might have been laughing before, but now you're crying because this card is one of the best defensemen in the game. And I am so happy that I got Team of the Year because he feels unbelievable in game. And if you're doing a choice pack and you don't have, him or Nylander or Draisaitl or whatever, I would highly recommend doing a choice pack because they are great cards. Nylander, obviously, without any synergies, he's got 99 everything except for face-offs. I actually tried putting Heart and Soul, Thief, and distributor on him and got it to 96 faceoffs, I think. So technically he could play center if you really wanted him to. But the reason that this card sets him apart from his fantasy card is silver close quarters. His fantasy has gold close quarters, which I just don't think is worth it over silver close quarters for the price. He still has unstoppable force. He has gold elite edges too if you want to activate that. I can tell you right now that this card in game, his fantasy card was unbelievable. I played 3 games with this version of him. I traded his fantasy card in. We'll go over that later. But I played 3 games with him, and he's unreal. 3 goals in 3 games, I think, is what he has. He's a great card. I couldn't recommend him more. Yeah, so let's go over to the sets here because there is something really important. You might notice I only have 8k coins, and the reason for that is I've invested a little bit into these Team of the Season event sets, and I went over to Power Up Collectible sets, and I bought up a whole bunch of a bunch of these because if you trade in 186 plus Team of the Week, you get 3 Power Up Collectibles back. That is unbelievable value. You can still buy these at around 42,000 coins, which is an unreal value. If you can find them around 42,000 coins, that's insane. That means that you're getting Power Up Collectibles for literally 15k, less than 15k each. Here, let me do the math real quick. You're getting them for 14k each, which is unbelievable because they're going for 30k, so you're saving half, you're getting half off basically. So I could see these cards going for, I could see them spiking up over the weekend to about 50k. I would say they'll peak at around 50k, maybe even touch 60k. But yeah, if you want to buy these cards up now for an investment, I would definitely look at that because this Power Up Collectible trade-in set is very, very, very good, especially if you have Draisaitl's X Factor and you want to power him up to the Team of the Year. I'm 24 out of 35 on a choice pack, so I'm going to be doing a choice pack in the near future, which is why I traded in my seasonal collectibles for an 85 plus guaranteed players pack. Now, the reason I didn't do the 86 one is because it's about double the price, and I just don't think that's worth it. So let's hope here that we can get higher than an 85 from the 2 that I've watched other people open. They've got an 85 high, so hopefully I don't. And I did. So yeah, maybe this pack isn't worth it because you really only do get an 85, I guess, ever from it. So maybe I wouldn't recommend doing that pack, but it is what it is. I got an 85 out of it, whatever. Probably should have done the icon choice set for that reason, but yeah, it is what it is. I will end the video there. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll go into my team quickly while I do the outro so you can see what my team looks like post Team of the Season EU. I need to get work on this Tom Wilson, but everything else, it's looking pretty solid. Anthony Mantha and Slavkovsky are also going to get gone soon, but that'll come in time. My defense are where it really takes off. Josi, Dobson, Bukabu, Power, Weber, and Makar, and then my goalie still is base Markstrom. So with that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.